Good morning. Thank you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Awa. That is my stage name. For my YouTube family, if my stream drop, y'all move over to my Instagram or my Facebook, okay? All you gotta do is go to my bio on YouTube and you will see the links up at the top. And you will be able to link up with my Facebook or my YouTube, just in case. I mean, my Facebook or my Instagram, just in case if it dropped, y'all, because y'all know YouTube be doing some shocker route on me. You feel me? So we about to get it in this morning. We about to tap into something, okay? And we talked a little bit about Kirk Franklin last week, just a little bit, but I was just hearing rumors and had tidbits of the video on Instagram. So the tidbits of the video on Instagram already hurt me. I was like sad about it. But I went and watched the whole video from his official website on YouTube. And baby, I had to watch it 2 times and I cried, honey. I cried like a big baby. I cried like a big baby. On my way, the first time in the house, I was in my husband's living room, okay, watching it from one of my tablets. And then on my way going to work yesterday, I just turned it on and played it while I was driving. I wasn't looking at it, just hearing them talk. You feel me? And I cried like a big baby on my way to work because, when women sleep around, yes, I said it. When women sleep around and they have so many partners and they don't know who the child father is, this breaks the child. No matter how old the child is, this breaks the child. But nobody realized that. It's just that you trying to keep a secret because you don't want people to bash you or talk bad about you. But ladies, let me share something with you. It's better that you confess the truth that you was messing around with a couple of men instead of having this man believe he is the father. You know, Dana will save you. Y'all think that it's a taboo when a man asks you to do Dana, but Dana will save you. Y'all, please hit that like button. Okay, hit that like button, y'all, in the stream for the algorithm. Okay, please comment as well. Dana will save you. Okay, but some of y'all women, y'all get offended by when a man asks you for DNA. Y'all get offended. Instead of you being proud to take the DNA so that you can prove him wrong. Yeah, I said it. You should be proud to take the DNA so you can prove him wrong. Like, baby, you thinking in your mind, you the only one that was swimming in my honey pot. You feel me? That's what you thinking in your mind. And then I'm going to share something with you. That makes this man go closer to the child. That makes this man fall more in love with this child, that he knows this child is his. But y'all immediately get offended because you saying like, oh, he think I'm doing some 304 action. Okay? You think he think I'm out in these streets. No matter what he think, let DNA save you. Let DNA save you. Look at Kirk Franklin. Good morning, Feel Better TV. How are you, dear? Look at Kirk Franklin. This man was crying, 53 years old. The man that he thought was his father, okay? The man he thought was his father was not his father. The man that he's been disliking all these years was not even his dad. And the sad part is that they took 2 paternity tests and the mama still didn't want to confess and say that Mr. Rick is Kirk Franklin real father. You understand? That's sad. And I'm not trying to talk bad about Kurt mama, okay? Because no matter what happened, you gonna always love your mama. But your mama can hurt you too at times. Your mama could put lies in your head and in your heart and make you dislike somebody and it not be true. Look at Tupac Shakur. May his soul rest in peace. How all that nonsense came out about the man that he thought was his father, the man he disliked it for all these years. That was not his daddy. When do we hold now? And listen, I'm not saying that it's just melanated women. It's not just melanated women that do this. All races do this of women. But I'm talking to my sisters. When do we stand up and take accountability for your actions? Why are you doing 304 action in the first place? If you sleep with one man, you won't have to worry about no DNA test. You will take it with pride, honey. You will take it with pride. But they have so many laws, right, that benefits the woman. They have so many laws that benefit us. So many laws, honey. Because look at me, I'm married going on 16 years, right? If I go out there and sleep with another man, right? I got my husband's last name. So if I go out there and sleep with another man and bring my husband a baby, that's his baby. Can you imagine? Even though I know I slept with somebody else outside, but the child gonna carry my husband's last name. And the child gonna look, of course, different than all the other kids, but by law, the child is my husband's. See, I'm gonna share something with you. A lot of the laws that they have, it benefits the mother and the children only. The fathers, they don't care about the daddies. Yeah, they don't care nothing about the daddies in America. Other nations, they don't play that foolery. They do not play that foolery. Other nations do not play. They will shame you, honey. But in America, you get to do whatever you want and nobody say nothing. Because you want to know why? They use this word in the Bible. Judge ye not, and ye shall not be judged. They use that. So everybody run with that. You know that this person doing foolery, she the first one shouting in the comment section, judge ye not, and ye shall not be judged. Baby, start telling them to say the whole scripture. Say the whole scripture, baby, because y'all do foolery out here. Kirk, 53 years old, this man was crying. I watched him cry. I said, look at this nonsense. 53? See, y'all women think y'all having a good time by out here jumping from bed to bed. You doing soul ties, but y'all think y'all having fun jumping bed to bed. And then when you get pregnant, what you do is you choose the one that is the most stable. But why you couldn't choose that? Why you couldn't make that choice when you was giving him your honey pot? Give the one that's most stable your honey pot. That's what you're supposed to do. But no, we run around here giving that honey pot to Pookie and Ray, Keyshawn and Deshawn. Yeah, we give that honey pot to all of them. Instead of Robert, Kevin, okay, David, we don't give the honey pot to them. These are the ones that want to marry you. You giving the honey pot to Deshawn, Keyshawn, Tyshawn, all of them you giving a honey pot to. Okay, all of them you giving a honey pot to, but to the true kings, no, you don't give them to because y'all call them lame. Y'all call them lame. They ain't real men because they ain't out on the street slinging. They ain't out there being a pharmacist in the street. They ain't got a nice car, this and that. Don't you know this brother has a future? Tyshawn, Deshawn, all of them who doing nonsense out in the street, they don't have no future. You know where their future is? It's in the prison system. Vic said, I heard you. Yes, honey, hear me. Yes, baby, hear me. Okay? So now, Kirk confronts his mama. They do a second DNA test. And Kirk mama still don't want to believe that Mr. Rick is Kirk's father. Now, DNA don't lie. I've never seen DNA lie. Dana is the most truthful person in the world today. Do you hear me? Dana is the most truthful person in the world today. If Dana come and judge the case, it will always be right. Do you hear me? It will always be right. If Dana got to judge the case, baby, it's going to be right, honey. It's going to be 100% affinity. Yes, honey. If Dana have to judge the case, it will be 100% affinity. Okay? And I felt so bad. My heart just broke for this grown man. 53 years old. Can you imagine all the years that his wife had to probably coddle him? Not coddle, but she had to hold him sometimes. And as wives, sometimes you have to hold your husband. They don't always break down because they strong like titans, but sometimes you have to hold them. Sometimes you have to kiss on your husband to let him know that there is love here. Sometimes you do. Okay? But this type of matter that happened to Kirk, I know his wife held him all night. I know. And he didn't want it. He didn't want her to hold him. He didn't want it. But she just pulled him close and said, no, this is how we're going to sleep tonight. Because you need me. You need me. And Kirk just said, let me just take it because I need it. When your mama can't tell you the truth, what does that do to you for women when your mama can't tell you the truth? That make you be weary of all women. But the blessing is that Kirk found his wife when he was young. So they went through all the trial and error when they were young together. That was the blessing. So yes, he didn't have a mama, but he was able to see a woman who was able to raise children accordingly and be a mama. So he saw his wife being a mama to his children. So his children benefited from having a good mama in the house. Shout out to Kirk Franklin wife. My thing is that when our mothers, black women, melanated women, when they do this, good morning, hon, how are you? Hey, mama, good morning. Good morning to you, dear. So now, when you see this, okay, you see this, mama know that you wrong. Mama wrong. Okay, mama wrong. Mama wrong. Kirk Franklin, mama wrong. 365 days. Mama is wrong. But she don't want to take accountability for what she has done. And this is our mamas. Our mamas do this. Black women, mamas, they do this. And probably other races of mamas do this same thing because they don't want to be called on their ish. Okay? They do not. Okay? But mama, when you gonna call a spade a spade? That was the time when she could have confessed to Kirk that she was young. She slept with a lot of men. She didn't know who Kirk's father really was. This is the time you tell a child the truth. You don't lie. You don't lie. See, look at Kirk, 53 years old, and it still pains him. It still hurts that all these years he have won Grammys, all this stuff he has won. He has toured the world, but yet he said he felt like the weakest man in the room. This is what he said. I felt like the weakest man in the room because I didn't have a father. That's why when some of y'all women be like, I could raise my baby on my own, I don't need no man. Sometimes I want to go off on you. I want to go off on you because when the father is not around and the father is not there, the child grow up with insecurities, but y'all don't believe that. Y'all don't believe that. Look at Kirk, who famous, got money out of the wazoo, money flowing out of the windows of his house. Got all these awards and everything, yet he feels insecure because he didn't have a father growing up. But y'all women will get on social media and shout this to the heavens. I don't need no man. I'm going to be able to raise my children by myself. I got a mommy community. Go sit down with that nonsense. I got a mommy community. Nobody care that you got a mommy community. That child need a daddy. Yes, I said it. That child need a father. Because mama, you could preach to you blue in the face of how good your child is. But when the daddy come, the daddy seals the growth. Do you hear me? When the mama say, you could drive this car. I told y'all this a couple weeks ago. I was praising our eldest daughter, telling her, you could drive this car, you're gonna be all right, this and that, right? My husband came home from work, dropped his bag. She told him what happened. Daddy, I was trying to drive the car, this and that. My husband looked at her in her face. He said, you could drive that car, girl. Just like that. You could drive that car, girl. So now, when we went out again, I looked at her. I'm trying to give her some encouragement. I'm telling her, baby, you could. She looked at me. She said, my daddy told me. She went just like this. My daddy told me I could drive this car. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Do you see how she had so much strength to tell me her daddy told her she could drive this car? In my face. She just was happy to tell me my daddy told me. Pimped the shirt a little bit like this. My daddy told me I could drive this car. But y'all say men are not needed. Y'all be up here talking about, I don't need no baby daddy. But did you ask the child that? Yes, we got to talk about it. Did you ask the child if the child don't need no daddy? Because we got to start getting permission from these children. Yes, because y'all had a whole rant about getting permission from the child to change their diaper. Y'all had a whole rant about getting permission from the child to feed the child with the bottle. All this nonsense a couple years ago. But do y'all ask the child? Do you ask the child if they need their daddy? No, none of y'all heifers do that. Y'all just get mad with the daddy and talking about, I don't want you in my child's life. And the child belongs to both of y'all. But y'all get that all confused. Yes, money, love. Yes, the daddy voice means everything, honey. Yes, it does. You are so correct. It gives the children superhuman strength. I am not lying to you. Let the father tell the child that you're going to be an engineer. Let the father tell the child you're going to be the top surgeon in the world. Let the father tell the child that you're going to get accepted to over 20 colleges. Let him. Let the father say peep to the child. You will see the child rise to the occasion. You want to know why? The child going to tell you, my daddy told me. That's what the child going to tell you. My daddy told me I could do it. And I believe my daddy. Yes, honey. But y'all sit up here talking about they don't need no daddy. They don't need no daddy. I'm his daddy. You ain't his daddy, heifer. Go sit down. You ain't his daddy. If you don't have no pole swinger between your legs, you ain't his daddy. Go sit down. All right. And if Dana don't match, go sit down. This don't make no sense how Kirk mama could not take accountability for that. And I think that hurt him even more, that she couldn't say that Mr. Rick was Kirk's father. All these years, Kirk thought this other man was his daddy. Kirk buried this man in 2017, thought that this was his father. He was trying to get closure. And all the while, the man he buried was not his daddy. Mr. Rick was in his hometown in a beautiful house with his family. Or it looked like, I don't know if that's his wife that was sitting next to him. I'm not sure. But Mr. Rick looked like he had his ish together. The house was beautiful, everything. He had his ish together. And they looked just like twins sitting from across each other. Nobody put two and two together when Kirk was growing up. Probably because they were so mad with his mama. And his mama was trying her best to hide what she had done. See, women, when you hide what you do, you affect these children. You affect these children. When you hide what you do, you affect these children. Stop taking offense to getting a DNA test if this man asks you for one. Y'all got to get out of that. That DNA test help the man grow closer to the child. It helps the man grow closer to the child. That makes him even feel pleased that he know that this baby is his. I was watching Kosher yesterday. I was at work. I was doing in and out because I was busy. So I couldn't watch his whole show. But Kosher Connection is an amazing content creator. Y'all check this brother out. He is an amazing content creator with a lot of other men that I watch on YouTube. You got Lost in Translation, okay? You got Growth podcast. I gotta get that full name of Growth. I always get his name mixed up. You got Lost, I said Lost in Translation. You got Broken Traditions. First of all, my top one that I just love this brother content for. It's going on, it's about to be a year that I've been loving this brother content. And that's Sir Hill Speaks. Yes. And then Black Man Unfiltered. These brothers, I watch them because they content, it makes sense. It makes sense. This is why I watch their content. You feel me? I watch their content. Some content creators that are women, we watch brothers' contents as well. It's not to take anything from them, but it's to learn. When I go to your channel, I'm trying to learn something. You know, my husband always tell me, open your mind to learning different things. I got to say shout out to my king. I love you, my king. He always tell me, open your mind to learn different things. I don't know what it is about a man's voice when he's dealing with his wife or his children. For me, my husband's voice is the most loudest in the room. Like, I don't care if me and you been friends for years, but if I hear my husband talk, I will discard what you said and I'll be looking at my husband. Just immediately, that's how I am. And I'm going to share something with you. That's how my husband trained me. Yeah, I know some of y'all like, what she mean by train? Yes, because I've been married to this man for a long time. So that's how, oh, he just gave me a heart because I said that. Honey, you don't have to give me a heart. It's true. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Yes, my dear, I will put the list of the brothers I was talking about. I will put it in the comment section. I will put it in the comment section once the stream finished. But my husband's voice is the loudest voice in the room. I kid you not. I will stop listening to you and just look at my husband. If I hear him talking, I just stop listening. And the kids do it too. It's so funny. It's so funny. All I'm saying is that I felt bad for Kirk. I did. I felt bad for Kirk. That thing was painful to watch him cry like that. 53 years old and was lied to about his father. He was lied to. His mama couldn't even take accountability. She could not even say sorry, baby. She couldn't say nothing. And as a Christian man, he's supposed to forgive her. Can you imagine? As a Christian man, he's supposed to forgive her. But how can you forgive someone that can't even confess what they have done is wrong? They can't even confess what they have done is wrong. It's painful. But our mothers, Black women, they never like to be called on their ish. If you call them on their ish, you bashing them. One woman told me in my comments last night that, oh, we going to have to cancel you, sis. We going to have to cancel you. And I said, oh, cancel me because I'm telling the truth. You want to cancel me because I'm telling the truth? Because the stuff y'all doing is affecting our children. When you run around here sleeping with everybody, swinging from a chandelier, that is affecting our next generation. Well, baby, come cancel me then. Come cancel me because I'm not going to hide from the truth. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. My scarf trying to come off because I'm getting mad. I'm not going to hide from the truth. That's the truth. I'm not going to hide from it. Okay? I get so mad and I start moving around. My scarf just pulled right down. I'm sorry, y'all. Because I want you mad because I'm telling you the truth. You mad because I'm telling you the truth. So you offended by what I say. And all I'm trying to do is tell you the truth. This is sad either way. Either way, baby, it is. It's sad. Bible as ending times behavior. It's true. It is. But how do we just co-sign nonsense? We co-sign foolery. We co-sign foolery, and we don't even care that we co-sign foolery. Because this is a black woman, okay? Because this is a black woman, we agree. We want to be on sister code with her. But when do we call women on their ish when they do foolery? When do we call it? We just stay quiet. We don't say anything. And all it does is hurt our children. Mama, why you got to sleep with that many men that you don't know who the father is? Why you can't take the DNA? Why you arguing with the father? Take the DNA. Let Dana save you from this nonsense. No, you don't. You want to go back and forth and talk about, oh, you believe I would cheat. And you know what? If I was the man, I would say, yes, I believe you would cheat. I believe you would cheat. Because there was sometimes you was on your phone, it gave me poise. Yes, I would say that. I would say that. I'm not lying to you. Okay? I'm sorry to say it, but I don't think these things will change, to be honest. My dear, you right. You right. You want to know why it won't change? You want to know why it won't change? It's because nobody wants the women to take accountability. Yeah, that's true. Nobody wants the women to take accountability. And if they made DNA mandatory, right? If they made it mandatory, that would stop all that money coming from child support. A lot of the programs would stop. My brothers, a lot of y'all money fund a lot of programs. It's not just your child. When you owe back money in arrears and all that stuff, that's why my brothers, y'all gotta get on point with the court system. You gotta get on point. When they send you letters to go to court, baby, make sure you go to court. Matter of fact, what you do is when you find out the woman done had the baby, make sure you go get that DNA test done. Don't just go hide away in the winds, my brothers. Y'all go find out if those children are yours. Get joint custody, my brothers. Take heed to the message if you want to. But I want to share something with you. When you don't be active in your child life, a lot of nonsense will happen. Look at Kirk. Look at Kirk. It was by God's grace that this man is the way he is today. But like he said, even when he go into meetings about multi-million-dollar contracts, right? He feel like the most insecure man in the room. But everybody look at him as the most powerful and the most talented man in the room. But inside, he feel like the most insecure. But women will say children don't need their fathers. This is a lie. And y'all remember I told y'all this a while back. That children that grow up without their fathers, they have a miss. They have a miss, but y'all get offended when I say that. Y'all say, no, my child grew up okay, this and that. That's because the child didn't get old enough to put you in your place, mama. The child has not reached the age to put you in your place yet. But when it come, honey, be ready for it. It's painful. Be ready for it. And I'm talking from experience. Be ready for it. So all those trips that you do with this child, all these expensive gifts that you give this child, all these expensive clothes that you give this child, I want to share something with you. None of this will amount to anything when that child get ready to judge you. None of that will amount to anything when this child get ready to judge you. Even if you sent this child to college and everything, none of this will mean nothing when this child get ready to judge you. Because this child gonna ask you why you couldn't choose better. Because I needed a daddy. Why you couldn't choose better? This is the first thing this child gonna say to you. And then you gonna reply and say, I tried. I tried. You gonna reply and say, I tried. But it's not gonna work. Oh, you said it's an epidemic in Nigeria. Oh, wow. I didn't even know. Because I always thought Nigeria shamed that stuff. I always thought they shamed it. Because that's what my husband told me. That they shame women who don't have the baby fathers. And they also, the child belongs to her father. That the child don't belong to nobody but her father. That the child had to stay in their bloodline. Now, that's what my husband taught me. And I was telling my audience this, my dear. So all I'm saying is that these children need their father. Look at Kirk. Kirk had me crying. I was in tears. I was in tears driving to work because I was like, this is painful. This is painful. And I'm not even an easy crier. I am not an easy crier. Let me share you. The only time I'm an easy crier is when I done did some nonsense with some money in our joint account with my husband. I had done some nonsense. Like I took some money from the account and I was not supposed to. You would see me immediately start crying. Like tears would just start coming out my face real quick because I know I had done some nonsense. So now my husband will tell me, wipe your face. Because when you finish crying, we going to still talk about how that money got missing. Now, I don't do that no more, though. I don't do that no more because my husband don't play that nonsense. So I don't do that no more. Pebble said, unfortunately, we live in a world where women manipulate men with their lies by saying, so you don't trust me, right? Meanwhile, they've been cheating all along. You're right, my dear, because we use that. We use that. I'm not going to even sit up here and tell you no lie. We even use the fact, we'll tell you, oh, hold the baby. Don't you want your baby to grow up with a father? And so if the young man or the older man that you have this child with, right? Okay. If he never had a daddy, he puts in his mind that he wants his child to have a father. So he go and sign the birth certificate all willy-nilly without knowing if this baby is his. And my brothers, if y'all have sons or if you have friends that wasn't governed under a king, my brothers, y'all got to talk to these men. Don't sign anything until you find out if Dana judged the case, baby. Don't sign anything until you find out Dana judged the case. Okay, you say, yes, most people have no clue their children aren't theirs. Ooh, that's the, and let me share something with you, baby. That's in America. That's been since, honey. This nonsense didn't just start. It's just because social media is blasting it so badly. But this been going on since, oh man, this been going on for a long time. And my grandmother's time, okay? And my great-grandmother's time too, okay? Some of the kids, it'd be 12 children. 5 of them don't look like grandpa. And the rest look like grandpa. Something is wrong somewhere. But then the wife will say, well, you know my mama light-skinned. You know your great auntie is light-skinned. That's why the kids look like that. But back in those days, daddy believed grandma. Daddy believed grandpa. Grandpa believed grandma. because there wasn't no DNA back then. They didn't have a DNA test so easy like they do now. So that's why my brothers, listen, swab that baby. If that baby at the hospital, swab that baby. While she run to the bathroom, you swab that baby real quick. Take that stuff right to get you a test from Walgreens. Swab that baby real quick. Tell her I'll be back. Okay, I ain't lying to you. Swab that baby real quick. All right. Stats show that 1 out of 3 children in Nigeria are not fathered by their biological father. Ooh. Listen, baby, in America, it's probably much worse over here. It's probably much worse. And it's sad. I'm going to share a little story with y'all real quick, okay? Now, this is my own personal story. I had to take paternity tests with my husband for all our children. Yeah, I did. Now, this was because I had to prove that these kids was my husband's children. Okay. So I remember the first paternity test that we took, right? My husband looked at me and he said to me, "You have anything to explain to me?" And I looked at him. I said, "No, because this baby looked like you." He said, "What that mean?" I said, "I ain't been messing with nobody but you." And he looked at me and he said, "So you sure?" I said, I'm 1,000,000% sure this baby is yours." That's what I told my husband. And he laughed at me. So now we get to the courthouse and get the test done. We had to come back. And the judge makes a joke, and the judge says, just like this, "Now, I could tell you what I think who the baby daddy is, or I could read the results." He said, "Because if I could just tell you who the baby daddy is, you don't have to pay nothing. And y'all could just walk away happily, this and that." So my husband looking at me like, "You got something to tell me?" Because we across from plaintiff and defendant. We across from each other. And I looked at my husband. He said, "You got something to tell me?" I said, "No." I said, "The judge is joking with us." So now the judge said, "So you want to know?" I said, "Yes, Your Honor. Please read the results." Baby, that thing said, now before the judge started, my husband said, "Do you want to do anything after we leave here today?" I said, "I want to go to what's that restaurant in Elizabeth on Main Street? Let me see. Is that East Jersey Street in Elizabeth? Paradise." I said, "I want to go to Paradise," right? I hope I'm saying that right. So my husband said, "Okay, so you want to go eat lunch there?" I said, "Yeah, after we done." So I look at him and I laugh. He said, "You so sure of yourself?" I said, "I'm 1,000,000% sure of myself. This baby is yours. This little monster right here, this is yours." So now the judge read off the stuff, and the judge says, "Mr. So-and-so, this child is 99.9999, right?" So my husband looked at me. He smiled, his whole face. He had to put his head down real quick, right? And then he looked at me like this. So he pulled his glasses down. I always laugh because he always had to pull his glasses down. And he looked at me. I said, "I told you." And we left. This man was kissing on me like crazy, just because it felt that he trusts me. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't that he questioned the birth of our children. We had to do it. We had to do it. So it made my husband even fall more in love with me. Even though by law he would have been the father regardless, because that's how America do. He would have been the father regardless. Okay? But we had to go through this step. So now it was like clockwork. So every child, it was like clockwork. I would look at him. He just already knew. He just already knew and look at me and smile. I never took offense to it. I did not. First of all, I was a teen mother. And I remember my first paternity test with my oldest son. And I was on demon time. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say I was on demon time. I was on demon time and I was a teen. and did not know who my first child father was. I did not know. Okay. And I accused the one that I've been messing with for a long time, right? No, I'm sorry. I first accused the first one that I was messing with a long time, saying he was the father. Then, when the guy I was only messing with for a few months was more interested, I turned around and said he was the father. Do you see that nonsense? Just the confusion. That didn't make sense. So now both of these men couldn't be in my child life because I was trying to play daddy. I was trying to fix what I had done. But all the while, my child needed a father. You understand? So this is why you need to confess what you do so that the child can heal. And this is my oldest son that's 29 that I did this to. And I was young. I was a teen then. But does that excuse what I have done? No. Because you're not supposed to be doing some shakara. You should not be doing shakara. Okay? And shakara mean nonsense. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to be on demon time. Why are you messing around with two cats in the first place? Okay? Now, if I was messing with one cat, would I have had this problem? Would I have had this problem? The doubt? I would not. Because I would immediately know, no, brother, it's you. It's you. I can count it on my hand 1,000,000 times, my brother. It's you. Okay? But because I couldn't count it on my hand properly, okay? Why you joking at me talking about your Nigerian mama Shakara? Why you playing? Okay, so now, what now? See, you made me lose my train of thought by laughing with you. So now, I had to. What happened was, it took me to my son got 9 years old. I didn't know my husband yet or anything like that. I didn't meet him yet. It took my son to got 9 years old, and the second one that I had accused of being his father, he came to me and said, I think we need to know. Skinny, you late. You late, Skinny. I'm looking at you, Skinny. I'm looking at you, Skinny. You late today. All y'all late today. I don't see King, Merchant, nothing. I'm going to stop talking to y'all. Yes, I'm going to stop talking to y'all because you late. Yes, Skinny. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Skinny. You late. Yes. I still gave you a wave though, but you late. I have a problem with that. You supposed to be in my chat causing confusion, but you late today. No, don't give me no sad emoji, Skinny. Don't give me none of that. No, I'm mad with you. Yes. Okay, so now let me get back to the story. Skinny, we gonna talk. We gonna talk. Okay, we gonna talk because your lateness is giving me a problem. Okay. So now, what happened was, the second man that I had, the second man that I had accused, well, teen that I had accused, we all grown now. So he came to me and said, I'm tired of people telling me I'm not taking care of my son. Let's do DNA. Let's do DNA, Mom. Let's do DNA. You feel me, Mama? Let's do DNA. So I was like, okay, let's do DNA. But I had to tell him the truth. I'm not sure if this boy will be your son because I had messed with so and so and so. And he said to me, so why didn't you tell me when we were growing up? And I told him I was scared. I was scared to tell you. But I'm telling you now, and I'm so sorry. I was able to confess that in my 20s. I was able to confess that. Or was it my 20s? Yeah, I think it was like maybe 20. I think it was age 20. I was able to confess that to him. So we went and did the DNA. And we didn't go in front of the judge. It was just one of the arbitration people. And they told both of us, he's not the father. He's not the father. And I immediately cried. And I told him, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for lying all these years. I didn't know. And he told me we both was babies back then. And we thought we was doing something, you know, but we didn't actually know what we were doing. He was so understanding and humble to me, even though I wronged him on all these channels that they be doing that DNA, they do that falling out nonsense. I did not. I didn't blame nobody. I blamed myself. And I told him beforehand that this is what happened. I blamed myself. I had to take accountability because it was my fault. Because if I wasn't jumping from two men back and forth, I wouldn't have had that problem at all. I would have been able to say, nope, it's you, my brother. It's you. You the one who I've been messing with for 2 years. It's you. Okay? So now, this is what he told me when we were leaving the courthouse. He said, you're a good woman. Even though you know you in your early 20s, you're a good woman. He said, and I'm handling my business, right? Let us join together and make a family. This boy doesn't have to know that I'm not his father. And I cried more and I hugged him and I told him, nope, nope, thank you for wanting to save me. But no, I have to find his real father and I have to tell him the truth. So now I went on my little journey and looking for the man that I had messed with for 2 years and finally found him. He was upset and I told him, listen, there's no need to be upset. We just want to do the DNA to find out, right? And I apologize, you know. Little did I know that me and this man would clash like titans after the paternity test, which he had a right to clash with me because all these years of me not telling him the truth, okay? And my son was 9. So we went to court, did the paternity or whatever, right? And then we went in front of the judge, okay? So now, and anyway, I already knew that this was him because I only had 2 men I was messing with when I was a teen. So I knew it was him. But my fast tail behind shouldn't have been messing with nobody at a teenage age. I should have kept my virginity and closed my legs, okay? But you being fresh and doing nonsense. And then, you know, a lot of people was trying to give me, oh, well, you know, you grew up in a drug home, this and that. But that was not in my mind. I was like, no, I wasn't supposed to make no mistake like that. Why am I sleeping around in the first place? You know what I'm saying? But I told this brother, I'm sorry. I apologize because I was wrong. And I should have been faithful. I shouldn't have been doing nonsense in the first place. Okay. So this is what happened. So now we took the DNA and the judge told him, you 99.999, that's your son. So now the war began between me and this brother. This brother was mad with me. Now, was he right to be mad with me? Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Was he right to be mad with me? Yes, he was. He was right. He was in his right to be mad with me because 9 years old. Yes, honey. So now this is when all my demons come out the closet because who was I to him? Who was I to him? I was the side chick. Yeah, that's who I was to him. I was not nothing to him. We had no link together, nothing. I was his side chick, okay? A teen side chick. That's what I was. I was not the main chick. That's why when I be saying chicken hoe and all that stuff, y'all, that's what I was, okay? Out of my mind. Okay, out of my mind. King, you late. Yes, King, you late. Yes, I'm looking at you, King. You late. You and Skinny. I'm looking at you, sir. Good morning, sir. You know what? We're going to have a meeting after the show. We're going to have a meeting after the show because y'all know y'all fix my chat. Y'all always fix my chat. I'll be able to read y'all stuff. Y'all fix my chat. The newcomers had to come in here and do y'all job today. I'm very hurt, y'all. I'm very hurt. Yes. King, I'm looking at you. I'm waving at you too. Yes, I waved at you, but I'm upset. Okay. So now, this is what I did. Did I cause this nonsense, y'all? Yes, I did. Did I cause this foolery? Yes, I did. So now my son was under this man who I could not stand. Okay? You said, sure, we can talk. You know what, King? This will not be a humble talk. No, well, I'm mad with you and Skinny. I'm mad with y'all. Okay? Yes, sir, I'm upset. So now what happened was my son linked up with him, right? My son linked up with him. And so now the story begins about how mama was doing nonsense. How the truth come out about this is why I wasn't in your life, because your mama was my side chick. See, that's why I tell y'all ladies, stop acting like you were the main chick, that he was with you, y'all was together. This is why you can't stand him, because he wasn't leaving his main chick. This is why you disliked him. So now the war between me and my son's father began. All because of a lie. If I would have had told this and stood on my word instead of me flip-flopping, and no matter what, if I would have stood on my word, this would have worked out. It would have worked out. Okay? And that was my first child. You hear me? So now when I got into the part of getting DNA done on my other children with my husband, I had so much pride in my chest because I knew I wasn't lying. I had so much pride and dignity in my chest because I knew I wasn't lying. And I'm going to share something with you. My husband was pleased as well. Now, did I tell my husband the story of my first child and what happened? Yes, I did. So I'm quite sure he was thinking in his mind like, okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You see what I'm saying? Not saying that he didn't trust me, but when I agreed to take the DNA, that made him fall in love with me more. That's why I'm saying to y'all, when a man comes to you with a DNA request, stop going all out the gate acting crazy. You want to do some rah-rah stuff. You want to be on demon time. Stop that. If you know it was only him and you wasn't on no demon time, excuse me, and you know it was only him, you wasn't on no demon time, let it come out. Let it be told. And every time I took a DNA with my husband, that made my husband look at me even more with so much pride. Now, we had to do it because of our children. I'm not going to go into detail why we had to do it. But we had to do it because we had to make sure that this was correct. Okay? So I had more pride in my chest when I told my husband. Okay? I felt like the pedestal he put me on, that I belonged there. I know some of y'all not going to understand, but the men who are kings, you will understand what I'm trying to say. And the women who are lioness, you will understand what I'm saying. For y'all ones that's Pookie and Ray Ray and y'all on some demon time and you know you Pookisha, Ray Keisha, you ain't going to understand. You're not going to understand. Skinny said most women ain't going for that. It's true. But you got to make them go for it, honey. You got to make them go for it. Even if you got to swab that baby yourself when you pick that baby up, or you just went to go see that baby while she run to the bathroom, you hurry up and get those Q-tips out, swab that baby. Do it when that baby young, so you can get a link with that child while they're young. Don't let women tell you lies that this baby is yours and the baby don't look like you. Something is off. You don't have a connection with this child. Stop letting women throw babies on you. And also, brothers, y'all please make sure y'all go to these court hearings. Because if you don't go to these court hearings, honey, the judge will run you under the bus, baby. They will run you under the bus for some child support. I kid you not. All I'm saying is that That whole thing with Kirk was painful, y'all. That thing, I'm about to close out, y'all. I got like 5 minutes. That whole thing with Kirk was painful, baby. I have never seen that in my life. 53 years old, and the mama still didn't want to say that Mr. Rick is Kirk's father. Even though Dana judged the case, 2 DNA tests, Dana judged the case. And she still wouldn't say Mr. Rick is the father. She would not come out and confess that thing. And that thing hurt Kurt even more because she couldn't confess it and say that it was true. He was looking for her to say it. He was looking for her to say it, but she couldn't say it because she knew she'd been lying all the while. Mamas, it's time for y'all to confess. It's time for y'all to confess and tell the truth, honey. Y'all got to stop lying to these children. All you doing is destroying them inside. I'm going to share one more personal thing with y'all. I'm going to let y'all go. When I look at my father, my real father, sometimes I weep. I'm going to tell you why sometimes I weep. My mama had a man that looked just like my daddy. This is what she told me out of the words of her mouth. This is why my father didn't claim me when she was pregnant with me, because she was messing with another man that was dark skinned like him and everything, honey. Dark skinned like him, handsome like him, everything, okay? And that's why he didn't claim me at birth, because he didn't think I was his child. Now, it took my grandmother, may her soul rest in peace. I love you, Grandma. May her soul rest in peace. She came to the hospital and told my father that this baby is yours. She looks like us. But my grandmother didn't know that my mom had messed with another man that looked a little bit similar like my daddy. But then as I got older, I still look like his family. I still look like his family. I look like one of his sisters who passed away. May her soul rest in peace as well. But sometimes it gives me poise because me and him don't really have a strong connection. It gives me poise sometimes because I'm wondering, like, I should do a DNA to see if he really is my father. But I'm older now. What am I going to do? This is the man that I knew. So what do I do? And I can't find the other man. So what do I do? I have to stay with that. I have to stay with who the man said that they raised me. You right, Skinny. I don't know who you talking to, but you right about what you saying. All I'm saying is that women, y'all got to stop running around doing some hoish stuff, because all we doing is destroying our bloodline and our children. Okay? Y'all got to learn how to put that cookie on lock. Something. You got to learn how to be more humble. Lock that thing down. See, y'all want freedom of expression, but freedom of expression doesn't mean that you go out and give your honey pot to everybody. Freedom of expression is the way you dance or the way you dress or the way you speak. It's not you going opening up your legs to everybody. And then you got a lot of these women on social media that will tell you your body count matter. Your body count matter. And yes, you will say it's different for men. Yes, it is. It have always been different for men from the beginning of time. Because they are the ones that can place the seed of life in every female in the world. Yes. So theirs is different. But for you, my sister, let me share something with you. When a man go buy a car, and I know I always use this saying, but when a man go buy a car, he doesn't want to buy a car that got high mileage. He doesn't. He want to buy something that's new, like right off the lot. If he could afford it new off the lot, that's what he'd do. But if he can't afford the one that's right off the lot, baby, he gonna try to get for something that don't have a lot of mileage on it. He gonna try his best to get something that don't have a lot of mileage on it, because he want to drive it for a couple years. You know what I'm talking about. So y'all get offended when they ask you what's your body count. And then you got some of these pandering influencers that will say your body count don't matter. But let me share something with you. Don't they check body count with the women that they sleep with? Huh? But they will say that it don't matter. All on social media. But my brother, you check the body count that you sleeping with, the woman you sleeping with, you checking her body count. But you tell all of us on social media it don't matter. This is a lie. All y'all doing is simping. That's all y'all doing. Because nobody wants a woman with a high body count. Nobody does that. They don't want that. Y'all young women, y'all got to understand that he doesn't want that. Nobody wants to pay for pussy that has been used. I'm serious. And I know that I'm a single mother. I was a single mother. Oh, I don't want to say I am. God forbid, no. I don't want to be no. But I'm saying I was a single mother. And I know how hard it is. But I would never in this life tell our son that live in this house, I want you to be with a single mother. I would never. Because I know the pain and the heartache my husband went through. I know the disrespect he went through because of my son, because I did not train this boy well. I spoiled him and gave him everything. And I have to take accountability for that. But thank God he's a man now. He has his own family. He's doing very well. But because I was a single mother for so long and I did not raise him accordingly, okay, sitting up here talking about I could raise my child. No, doggone well, I needed his father. When we don't speak the truth, it gives men poise. I want y'all to understand that. It gives them poise. These children need their fathers. They need them. They need them. Y'all got to get that out y'all head. Stop listening to social media tell you body count don't matter. Stop listening to social media tell you that you don't need no man to raise your child. This is a lie. You need him to structure that child. You may raise the child up, mama, right? But you need somebody to do some carpentering work, okay? Some sculpture work on that child. If you don't have a sculpture to chip away at this child will just grow up like a tree and not know nothing and go out in the street and do foolery. Now, there's some mothers that I want to give a hand clap to, that she did what she had to do. She had her father and her uncles that help her raise this son or these daughters. Shout out to y'all. But some don't. They just raise them all around women and think he's supposed to grow up and be a man. You can't be raised all around women and think he's supposed to grow up and be a sound man. He doesn't have any logic. He got to learn it outside. And sometimes he learned it from the streets or he learned it from the prison because he didn't have a dad. Thank God my son never was caught up in no nonsense like that, because I always stayed on him. And he even told me when he got older, Mom, you never let me breathe. I said, because I didn't want the streets to get you. I didn't want the streets to get you. I didn't want you to grow up like me. I didn't want you to go through any nonsense like me. So that's why I always made sure there was a roof over our head, food on the table, and clothes on your back. And even though I spoiled him, life had to teach him how to be a man. And he had to learn. And he never went to jail, but he had to learn that he had to be a man because his mama couldn't teach him how to be a man. Now, will I sit here and say that I'm heartbroken and sad about the decisions that I made when I first had him. Yes, I am. Because if I would have been patient and waited on God, I would have got married. And I would have been with the king that I am with today. I would have met him. He was coming, but I was not being patient. I was being fast in the pants. See, what God has for you, he has for you. Do you hear me? Whatever God has for you, he has for you, my dear. Nobody's going to take it. All I'm saying is that women, that body count matter, baby. That body count matter. Shabazz, how are you, honey? That body count matter. That's what I'm saying. Think about this. Stop listening to these influencers lying to y'all, telling y'all nonsense. That body count matter. When you get married, love only your husband. Stop trying to love everybody else. Love only your husband. Only lay down and let your husband conquer you. Be faithful. We sit up here talk about men cheat more. No, women cheat more. We cheat more. You want to know why? Because men have us on a pedestal. They don't think we would ever do wrong to them. Yeah. Now I'm gonna share something with you. If somebody came and told my husband right now that I had done something on him, my husband would immediately not believe them because I've never given him a reason to not trust me. He would immediately tell him, get out my face, because she's not like that. Because my husband had me on a type of pedestal that, let me share something with you, y'all. I don't even want to come down from the pedestal. I'm dead serious. I do not. Because my husband treat me like a baby. Yes, he does. And I'm not ashamed to say that. Only because why? I'm obedient. Y'all don't like that word. I know. Y'all don't like that word. I know. That's why I say it all the time. Because I am obedient to my husband. I'm obedient to my husband, honey. I listen to this man. So that's why I get treated like a baby. Yeah. Even though I do everything I'm supposed to do as a wife, anytime I want something, I tell him and he get it. Yeah. Because I'm obedient. That's why. And some of y'all call me a pick me and all this nonsense. I don't care. I do not care because I know what I get at home. I know how I get treated at home. Everybody have a wonderful day. Y'all take it easy. If y'all want to donate to the channel, I have my Cash App and my bios on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. If you want to donate and help me get more equipment, if you want to donate by badges on you say your smile say it all. Yes, honey, the smile say it all, baby. So if you want to donate to the channel through badges on Instagram and Facebook, you can. Also, I have super chats on YouTube if you want to donate through that as well. And also, I always tell you at the end of the show, we have a family-owned business that sells clothes, fedoras, purses. It's called ubmratsfashion.com. We have been in business for over 3 years, going on 4 years now. And our material is amazing. All our products are wonderful. You hear me? Very good material. Our fedora hats are amazing as well. We get all good views from our products and on-time shipping as well. I'm the customer service agent. And also, I have a store on YouTube, and YouTube runs this store. So they sell all merch, like anything that I say on my YouTube channel, like take heed to the message. This is some foolery, nonsense or whatever. I have that on t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, bags, all that. If you go to my YouTube channel, you can order from there as well. It's merch, y'all. I do not run the website. YouTube runs it. So they ship out everything to y'all. Okay, the payment transaction goes towards them. Okay, and then I get a small percentage. So I lowered the prices on my side so the product won't be so expensive. Who's sitting up there paying all this money for a hoodie and a t-shirt? That don't make no sense. Or a cup and a bag, that doesn't make sense. So I tried to bring the prices down as much as I could so that y'all could have my products. Everybody have a wonderful day, y'all. Take it easy. It's that Sunday, y'all. Everybody enjoy your wonderful day. Y'all be safe. You feel me? Instagram, I'm gonna let you out first. Skinny and King, y'all DM me today. Y'all DM me. Okay, I'm gonna have my phone next to my husband, and we gonna DM each other today because we gotta talk. Y'all was late today. We have to talk. Okay, we have to talk. Y'all know I don't be in my DMs, but we gonna talk today, Skinny. Okay, and Merchant, if you watch this video, Merchant, you better hit me in my DMs too. Because we going to talk about y'all lateness today. Yes, we going to talk about, I ain't even see Merchant today. We going to talk about this foolery because y'all always govern my chat. Y'all govern my chat. I like that. If I don't see y'all, I'm sad. I'm sad. So y'all DM me. We going to talk today, okay? Everybody have a wonderful day. Y'all take it easy, okay? Bye, y'all. Instagram, I'm going to let you out first, baby. All right, there we go. All right. So, Facebook, you have a wonderful day. Y'all take it easy. Good morning. I love two youngest, but I have a doubts. Oh, okay. I understand what you're saying, Keith. I understand. Baby, let Dana judge the case, baby. Good morning. I love my two youngest, but I have doubts. I feel you. Let Dana judge the case, baby. That's only how you won't have doubts. Take it easy, everybody. I'm going to let you out on Facebook, honey. Now, YouTube, my foundation, okay, where I started from. Y'all ain't write me nothing today. I don't see anything in the chat at all, okay? I don't see nothing in the chat. Nobody said anything to me today, okay? I guess everybody was watching from the clouds today. Everybody have a wonderful day. Y'all take it easy. Okay. There we go. Have a great day, everybody. Much love to you all.